One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on another team from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Cavaliers will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will go on the attack first. There was nothing but joy on Franklin Street, and the sky was Carolina blue as the Heels rolled in the last meeting.
Yeah, they took care of business. It didn't look like much of a rivalry. I know this game's been played a lot, but last year, it wasn't really a game, Jesse.
Yeah, there's tons of emotion, but only happy feelings for UNC. They started fast and they finished strong.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Leaves it with the back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game's 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Looking to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gives it on the option. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will have its first possession of the game. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Caught behind the line. It's Hurley. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. This rivalry runs really deep, guys. It's the third most played in the FBS.
That's crazy, Reese. It's just crazy to think about all the rivalries across college football. And I love the orange and blue and the baby blue in this showdown every year.
They've been playing since 1892, man. That's a long time. That's something that I think fans, players, and coaches are aware of. This game is very special.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Pressure coming. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got him. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll pull it on the read. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Using his feet. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted to stop the threat. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year, and he comes up with a massive play right there.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal. And the Cavaliers will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cavalier. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. He wants to throw it. Under fire. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the misfire, it's second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Tar Heels are in a mess here. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll start this drive going to the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Middle linebackers, they're middle linebackers because they're right in the middle of the defense. You put guys that have a nose for the football because they literally line up over the football every single time. They play the run well, and look at this. How about this? Rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, getting the big sack.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. I think he wanted to take a shot there, and he took a shot all right and dumped the ball off to the running back.
There's no doubt, Reese, and he took a shot, but I think he did the right thing. I want to push the ball down the field. I want to make big plays, but when it's not there, be smart.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Speeding down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UNC!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking to throw. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll move the tight end. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And the Cavaliers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock. Didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Making side adjustments here. Snaps it in the shotgun. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Second down, he'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Dead center perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Using the quick game. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Cavaliers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
And the Cavaliers will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. And the returner will be dragged down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on 1st down. Got his man downfield. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, the South tends to shut down when the Tar Heels and Cavaliers get together, and that's the case again today. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks, that's just ridiculous.
The Cavaliers will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. From the gun, the ground game. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Across the 25. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the air. He's in there for the deuce, and they extend the lead to 10.
And no bones about it for this offense. 5 wide receivers, find the space, find the matchup. He identified it. Nice two-point conversion play.
And here's the return. Smacks it with the stiff arm. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the...
There he goes! They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And the Cavaliers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. The short hands, it's Glow. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Shoots it to the left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
From the gun, the running back has it. Fights off a defender. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. They get to him as he throws. It's caught downfield. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Got some room under the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job you show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. I'd be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical.
Touchdown, Virginia! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Rides to back and leaves it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Russ. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Right on target this time. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Selvia. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Hurley. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And the Cavaliers come to the line in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the ball is knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out.
Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. This offense has it with really good field position. Rides the back on the option, the give. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first down.
It's a running room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Tar Heels need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, you got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got 4th in California.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on 1st down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. He wants to throw it again. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
The Cavaliers have a first down. They convert the fourth down, but back to the line with no time to waste.
QB spikes the ball and the clock is stopped.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Brings up second down.
Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Grohl. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's looking to throw on third and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're
wide open spaces. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Cavaliers are in the hurry-up. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Wants to fire on second down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Oh, the attempt is no good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
The latest chapter of the South's oldest rivalry in the books, and it is North Carolina who takes home the win over Virginia. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped.